Hello and welcome to YakWaxLips. My name is Michael, your point-and-click adventurer, and this is a brand new, top of the range, straight off the shelf, episode 1 of a new Let's Play, and that is The Hand of Glory. And this is day 1 of the game. It is out today, as June the 9th, 2020, and I think it's probably the first game I've played on day 1 since Grim Fandango, so I'm very excited about this. So just a quick information about the game. It is made by Madit Entertainment and Daring Touch, who are out of Italy, and it is their debut game. I've been following this for over a year now, so I'm delighted to play it. Before we go in to click on that new game option right there, what would help this really enormously, not just my channel YakWaxLips, but also the Hand of Glory, to reach more people, is to click on that like button and the subscribe button, because it's the first one in a new series and it gets it out to a lot more people. So the more likes, the more it will share, and the more it will spread, and the more these guys can get recognition for their work. You can also click down there. There is a link to buy the game direct from Steam, and you can also see all my social links there. So go and follow me there as well. And finally, before I do click on that, this is a blind play, so I've never seen it before. There was a demo out a while ago, which I decided not to play because I wanted to go in with it with completely fresh eyes, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So let's get into the game, shall we? And click new game. See what happens. Do you want to play the game tutorial? Yes, it's my first time, no thanks. I'm gonna be a rebel.
This story begins where many others generally end. At the time, I worked for a detective agency known as HPD, but I couldn't know then what the acronym really meant. I don't think I ever really knew.
HPD. Huge, profitable, I don't know.
For a few
Outskirts
months,
of Miami.
I've been on the trail of the man the press not very originally renamed Blowtorch. A clue led me to the extreme outskirts of Miami, in a little out-of-the-way suburb that smelled like rotten fish.
Here becomes our hero. Oh, this looks great. Brilliant. Is that it? Can I move?
Operator, the caller you have dialed is unavailable. Do you want to leave a message?
Bundy, knock it off. Judging from the traffic noise, I'd say you disobeyed my orders.
Hey, I just went out for a ride on my bike. What's the harm?
At 10 in the evening, I told you to stay home. The case is ours. We're already racing to the scene of the tip-off.
But the cavalry's already here, boss. Let me find one of those clues that Blowtorch left for me, and we will stop the next murder before you even divorce your third wife.
I'm on my 4th, Bundy, and I will never understand why that killer keeps leaving clues just for you.
Do you need to ask? Because I'm his archenemy, his nemesis, his worst nightmare.
More like he enjoys leaving you every time grasping a handful of air.
Oh yeah. Remind me again, old man. Who stopped the Puerto Rican surgeon and the arsonist of the southeast coast? And what about the...
All old news, Bundy. You haven't caught a break for a long time. And for months you've been following Blowtorch without any results. Why don't you go on holiday and let us do the work?
I'm in Miami, dude. Working here is a holiday.
I'm serious, Lars. Give it up.
Listen, boss. I will limit myself to a stealth approach. Identify the victim's flat, I write everything down, I smoke a cigarette, I admire the skyline, I wait for reinforcements. No shootout planned.
That would be difficult, since you never carry a gun with you.
Well, once a chick told me that the weapon at my side makes me clumsy.
Don't cause any shit, Bundy. We'll be there in a short while.
Okay. That means I have a short while to solve this case.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Bundy, don't screw things up, or I swear...
Right. Man on a
At
mission.
previous crime scenes, we always found a letter addressed to me, abandoned in the mailboxes. This time, maybe, I would be able to find that letter before the crime was committed. But I had to hurry.
Right. Let's have a look then. These look like mailboxes. Left click. Let's see what happens.
I looked at the various mailboxes and found what I was looking for. An abandoned envelope with no writing or stamps. The only problem remaining was how to open the mailbox. Maybe using something thin for leverage.
Okay. So what can I have? Do I have an inventory up here? I do. A badge, a phone, classic Nokia 3210 style. I like it. And a notebook. So if I click on the badge, move it over there.
My badge wasn't exactly the right tool to wedge this open with, but it was worth a try. The only thing I accomplished was jamming the badge into the narrow
Oh.
crack above the mailbox.
That was silly. What happens if I right-click on it?
Now, the mailbox was marked by my badge. Hopelessly jammed.
I think that looks at things.
The badge was so jammed that it didn't move an inch.
Okay. So what about my phone? Can I use my phone in there?
Better think about it.
Better think about it. Okay, let's put that back. What's that? Green Dart. The bike is called the Green Dart. I like it. Intercoms. Fire escape. Vending machine. I kind of want my badge back. I feel like I need it. Vending machine.
That stuff tasted like chewing gum stuck under a desk for a month. I know that because at school I never had the money for snacks, so
Ugh.
I picked up those.
That's pretty gross, guys. Pretty gross. Come on, Bundy. What was his name again? Something Bundy. Lars. Okay, pawn shop. Bin. So I can't really... What's that? Low gate. Let's push the intercom. Oh, button. Oh, my word. I hope you don't have to read these, because even with my glasses on I can't read those. Let's see what... Oh, a race number.
I love making prank calls, but this really wasn't the right moment.
Okay. Can I get my badge back out there? No? Smiley.
Someone left a stupid smiley on the intercom.
Stupid.
I could use it to establish the alleged stupidity of J.J. Irham, but nothing else.
But nothing. Right. Let's just push a button.
I couldn't buzz the whole building without a clue.
Oh, okay. Come on then, guys. Let's go parking meter. Maybe there's some change in there that I can...
An antique and horrible coin eater.
Nope. Low gate. And fire escape.
The alley led around the building to the right.
Okay.
Before examining the area, though, I had to make sure I was in the right place.
Am I... Is there a sign anywhere? Is there a sign to say I am in wherever I'm supposed to be? What's this? Notebook. Let's have a look at the notebook. I need to search the mailboxes for an abandoned envelope. Okay, good. So I have a plan.
I didn't need to make the ladder come down.
Well, what can I do then? Am I seriously stuck already? Door. Can I just open the door?
The door was one of those you could only open through an electric impulse. I wouldn't be able to force it open, even if it was a normal model. I've always been a washout as a burglar.
Right, okay, closed mailbox with jammed badge.
The badge was so jammed that it didn't move an inch.
I can't use anything on this, can I? Can't use my notes. What about the green dart? Has that got a secret compartment?
As much as I loved wandering around on Green Dart in the middle of the night, I had work to do.
Okay, right. Wires, let's see if I've missed anything. Vending machine.
That stuff tasted like chewing gum.
Okay.
I know that because...
Right, if I could right click on
Ace
that.
Frizzo's vending machine. The worst cola ever tasted by a human being. The engine was working though, although the machine wasn't active anymore. I could sense its warmth.
So can I click on any of the low... Can I not just go over the low gate?
The alley led around the building before examining...
I
The
think
little
so.
gate was well protected with a lock and chain.
But
At
surely
the
you
same
could just jump
time,
over.
it was so low that I would be able to jump it, even on my knees.
Well, why don't you? Let's use the telephone. Right click, maybe? Contact.
As always, I was out of credit.
Out of credit.
By that time, they were all using those instant messaging programs. Therefore, my message box was constantly empty.
Games, look at that. Has he
I
got
only had a
snakes on it?
game. The one with the snake that has to eat the dots all scattered all over the screen. I was complete rubbish at video games.
Can I
only had
play
a
it?
game. I was
no way. Alarm off.
I didn't need to set the...
No, okay. Just investigating. Back. Right. Okay. What did that say? Fire escape.
The only way in seemed to be the emergency ladder.
Okay. So let's
I
pull
didn't
the ladder.
need to make the ladder come down.
Can I just go pushing buttons like it said? Like that is obviously stuck in there and I can't... Can I click on it? No, can't click on it. Right,
I
button.
couldn't buzz the whole building without a clue.
Well, what's the clue then?
It wouldn't help me in any way.
So I have a smiley there.
Someone left a stupid smiley on the intercom.
And I have
I
an
love
erased
making
number.
prank calls, but this really wasn't the right moment.
Okay. Anything else? Right, I can't... Oh no, hold on. Are these... So that's the one that has nothing on it. So do I have to figure out which one is missing? So how many names are there? Loads. Oh, I can't see. Maybe there's someone there. So there's no name on there. What happens to right click it? It's a bit small to read the names, to be honest. Right, let's come out and have a look at it. Right click. Right click.
Now the mailbox was marked by my badge. Hopelessly jammed.
Okay, intercoms. Oh god.
The name on the button told me absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
The name on the button.
Okay. But surely... I don't have to look at all these names, do I? How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. Right. I don't know. Guys, I don't know. I've been playing it for 10 minutes and I don't know. Maybe I can walk down the street. If there's anything there. Let's have a look. Come on, Bundy. Can I not go that way? That's literally as far as I can go. This way? No. Oh, damaged sidewalk.
Here's what the taxpayers' money was being used for.
Let's do it again.
The conditions of that sidewalk were getting worse.
Let's do it again. Come on.
A stone bigger than the others just fell off the sidewalk. And who was I not to accept the kind gifts from Providence?
A rock. Just like a lucky rock. Like a lucky piece of coal. Stone.
The way it was stuck, the badge would act as a chisel.
Excellent work there, Bundy.
As usual, the letter was ripped and written with invisible ink.
Of course
I was
it was.
sure I had some scotch tape somewhere. Well, I'd have to think about the invisible ink later.
Okay, so how do I look at this? Letter scraps. Right click on the
I was sure I
scraps.
had some scotch tape somewhere.
Maybe on the bike?
As much as I loved
Nope. Right click on
my
the bike.
green dart, a little engineering jewel made in Italy. In addition to being marvelous, it had a handy flask on the front, which I used for basically everything. Normally I would have filled it with scotch, but I didn't want to find myself in Orlando investigating the red whale again. Like last time.
Okay, so could I get the flask?
Maybe there was still something useful in Green Dart's flask. Hey, there really was some scotch after all. Scotch tape, I mean.
Scotch tape. Lovely. Well done. Scotch tape.
I would have stuck the scotch tape in the back of the letter, so as to obtain the best readability. I always hated puzzles.
Oh, what? Right, I guess that's the... Can I turn this round? That goes there, does it? Yes. Right, no. Donk. Where is that? Oh, goes all
I
there.
have to waste time on this.
I do have to waste time on this. There seems to be something missing. That goes there. That
I
there.
hate this stuff.
Oh, that goes there. It looks like a horse to me.
Once I received a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle as a present. I sold it to my nephew.
Jigsaw puzzles are I did a jigsaw puzzle today. It was a Scooby-Doo jigsaw puzzle. 250 piece, just for your information. It glows in the dark, apparently. That's what you do when you're on lockdown. Right. Last piece. There we go.
It wasn't as difficult as I feared.
Easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
At that point, I just had to find a way to read the message hidden in the letter. Well, I remembered that to reveal invisible ink, you just have to warm it. Where
Warm
can I
it.
find a source of heat that late at night?
He said that this was on, didn't he? He said that the engine, not the engine, that's the wrong word. It was just still on.
The vending machine's engine emitted
It
a
was
faint
engine.
heat, maybe intense enough to show the hidden writing on the letter.
Oh, I'm excited.
And first, nothing happened. I was about to give up when it happened. The first characters appeared. The letter corresponded in every way with the ones found before. Supportive tone, an apparent desire to support the police force, then laced with a sudden temper tantrum hinting at a killing frenzy. I had to dig into this, looking for clues.
Okay. If I click on it, is it going to read it?
The letters were always kindly addressed to me.
Okay. I'm going to read it. Right. To the kind attention of Detective Bundy, I'm deeply disappointed, Detective, by the incompetence with which you're dealing with the case of the fanatic killer known as Blowtorch. As a citizen and regular taxpayer, I'm worried about my safety. So much that I decided to help you gather your though.
Blowtorch's tone ranged from disappointment to encouragement, with a barely concealed desire for recognition. Blowtorch's tone.
Okay. What do we know about him then? He's male, of course. Just between us, a sissy couldn't create a similar masterpiece, right? Did you see the accuracy with which the eyes of that poor girl were extracted from their sockets without corrupting the flesh around? Wow, that was crazy.
The forensic guys had no doubt about the gender of the killer just after the first murder. The reason for their certainty wasn't the accuracy of the burns, so much as the various bruises found on the bodies, which displayed extraordinary force.
Well, before we go further, there's that smiley, which makes me think that I've got to push that button.
That face. In his earlier letters, Blowtorch never left anything similar. I took a mental note. That smile left on the letter and the one on the intercom were identical, so I could rule out a simple coincidence. I had just identified the apartment I was looking for.
Bang. With a blowtorch requires that. Right, so this is more graphic than I expected. Blowtorch on the eyes.
The usual outburst in the middle of a letter that until then seemed thoughtful and balanced. Then I saw the emoticon at the end of the paragraph. That was new.
Yeah, we just ascertain what that is. This leads one to assume a certain craftsmanship. Is he an artiste? Maybe a painter? As in my last letter, I'd suggest a plumber. A plumber? Nobody ever thinks of the plumber with all this obsession over butlers.
I guess Blowtorch trying to be funny at times. The only result being to appear even creepier. The last paragraph was surely hiding a clue. The murderer was even directing us to a specific profession.
And now we know his initials. I think that would be enough for a detective with a reputation high as a skyscraper like you.
The initials in the last paragraph were found in the previous letter, but they were too vague a clue to narrow down the scope of the investigation.
Okay, fondly a normal citizen and regular
The usual
taxpayer.
closing format. Blowtorch constantly described himself as a normal citizen and a regular taxpayer. I don't know why, but that format made me mad.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of information there. He's yeah, let's go and buzz that buzzer. Let's see what we've written in our notes. The smile makes the apartment to keep an eye on. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Intercoms. Let's do it.
The apartment was registered to a certain G. Glover.
Glover.
I hoped I got there in time.
He looks mean and moody, doesn't he? Come on, answer the door.
Yes. Who is it?
I'm Detective
Yeet.
Bundy from HPD. If you don't mind, I need to ask you some questions. He didn't answer immediately. Moments of total silence passed, during which I thought he had hung up.
Sorry for the hesitation, but I really don't understand what you would want from me. I'm just a normal citizen.
Yes, of course. But I really need, and I mean really need, to talk to you. With a certain urgency, too. Can you open the front door?
I hate to be a killjoy, but you have a warrant. I don't want to get into trouble with my landlord.
You know what? I guess I forgot it in my other hand. Anyway, I already told you that.
Listen, the landlord is a real pain in the ass, and I don't want any trouble.
If it's such a big deal, you won't have any problem coming back with a warrant. Good night.
Click.
In my entire career, I had never been mistreated like that by someone I had to protect. Despite the fact that the guy was an idiot, I couldn't let him be killed in cold blood. Besides the front door, the only visible way in seemed to be the fire escape above.
Okay, so let's try and get the fire escape down.
That ladder would have been the perfect way in, but it was too far.
Can I climb on this thing? Can I move it?
As much as I loved wandering,
Wait, I don't want to do that. I want to
my
move it.
green dart, a little engineering jewel made in Italy.
Anything? No. Let's go around the back. So, oh, before I
Maybe in that
remember...
alley, I would find alternative access to the building.
Not before I remember, because that sentence doesn't make sense. Before I carry on, I was going to say, this is actually part 1.
It
There
didn't
is-
seem so high from the street.
There is a Hand of Glory part 2, which is out in the autumn. But if you do buy this one, it comes as a DLC for free afterwards. And I also like to say thank you to Maddit Entertainment and Darren Touch for this Steam key. Very, very kind guys. Really appreciate it. It's yeah, I'm enjoying it. Although the first 10 minutes I was a bit confused.
Even from the roof, I couldn't get to the fire escape.
What? Of course you can. Oh, I'll go.
Jumping
I'll
from
push
that
that
roof
down.
would be very Hollywood style, but I would have broken my neck.
What do you mean? What do you mean break your neck? I just want to pull that down.
Jumping from that roof would be very Hollywood style, but I would have broken my neck.
Right
From where I
click.
stood, I saw the lock that held the ladder in place.
Okay. Well, where is it then?
From where I stood, I saw the lock that held the ladder in place.
Where is it? Can I click on it?
Jumping from that roof would...
I don't want to jump. I want to unlock the ladder. The ladder. Can I go down that way? No. Oh. It's not what I wanted to do, but alright. Come back over here. Come on, Bundy. Come back over here. Right.
Even from the roof, I couldn't get to the fire escape.
Doesn't seem too far. What's that? 3 foot? Maybe? Maybe 5 foot? Alright. Okay.
From where I stood, I saw the lock that held the ladder in place.
Where is it though? I can't see it. Fire escape ladder. Fire escape ladder. Fire escape ladder. Fire escape. Is it anywhere around here? Let's go down. See what he says. See what he says when he goes down. Where's he going? Okay, so that just leads on to there. Can I click on that? Can I pull you down now?
That ladder would have been the perfect way in, but it was too far.
Where's the lock then? Am I just staring at it
The
wrong?
ladder was too high for me to reach it. And that kind of model was equipped with a security lock too. I couldn't even see it from where I stood.
Right, let's go back up here. Let's go back. Come on. We go this way. This is the way, wasn't it? Then we go across and maybe throw a rock. Where is the security bracket thing? I don't
Jumping
know what
from
it-
that roof would be very...
Yes, I know. Shut
From
up.
where I stood, I saw the lock that held the ladder in place.
Okay, so unlock it. Use the stone with it.
In that moment, I thought of the hundreds of baseball games I'd seen while living in America, and I had a real moment of epiphany. The greatest champions in history were looking at me from the sky, cheering for me and waving their arms.
I'm going
Ladies
for
and
it.
gentlemen, introducing the newest member of the Baseball Hall of Fame, Lazarus Stonearm Bundy!
Lazarus Demon Bundy. Come on, Lazzy.
Give it up for the only, the
Well done.
incomparable, Lazarus Bundy!
Well done, Bundy. Nice one. Pat on the back. Do I get my lucky rock? Because so far that's come in handy. Shall we go up here? Let's go up. Up the stairs. There he is, you swine.
Lazarus Bundy in my place. Who'd have thought it? Here's my man. All 7'5" of a man, to be exact. Well, so much the better. If things got out of hand, he could protect me.
Lazarus Bundy, what are you doing? I still had some surprises in store for you. Instead, it's already time to put an end to our game.
Is he my nemesis?
Just then, I knew I misunderstood the whole situation.
Yowza.
Things went down dramatically. I had no gun, as always, and I had to deal with a mastodon ready to kill his next victim. Bird would
Mastodon.
surely arrive with backup shortly after. But, how shortly? Moreover, we were convinced we had to protect the man who instead just revealed himself to be the monster we were hunting. I thought of sending a text to warn him, but I had no credit on my phone, having accidentally subscribed to a live weather source. I was in more danger than ever. But at least I knew the weather was fine in Baltimore. One thing was for sure. I couldn't wait anymore.
Couldn't. But you guys are going to have to, because I'm going to call it quits on this episode and pick it up tomorrow. If you've enjoyed this opening episode, which I think has been real good fun, well done guys, really enjoyed it. Please click on that like button like I said at the start, and hit that subscribe, because I'll be doing these pretty much every day. And until next time, you guys take care, and see you in the next one.